Lou coming to you with another segment of the American muscle car. We got the Challenger right here today, and this is the owner, Jeff Hutchinson, and we'll have him talk about it. Although we have the Camaro, the Mustangs, and the Challenger, the true displacement king is undoubtedly the Challenger with this massive 6.4 liter Hemi or Hemi? Hemi. Okay, so I don't even have to pronounce Dodge. But I am a fan of all muscle cars. Although I own Mustangs, but I love Camaros. I do love Challengers, and we're gonna have the true owner today of a is this the 17 or 18, Jeff? 18. Scat Pack, and he's gonna talk to us about his car. And today we have a special segment of the 2018 Challenger. Here is Jeff, the owner, and he's gonna talk to us about his Challenger. So Jeff, what can you tell us about your Challenger?
Well, I got a brand new 2018. I ordered it. I ordered it from the factory. It came out end of 2017. They ordered it for me. I wanted the sunroof for sure, and then I got the Scat Pack 392 6.4 liter. I started getting on websites for car owners for the 6.4, and I started to do all these mods myself. The car was very inexpensive, but had a lot of power, and it's really nicely done up inside. With the seats are really nice, and it's very comfortable. So I started doing mods all over it, and made it just the way I wanted it, which I think is good about the Challenger. You can do a lot of stuff. I did this front splitter. I got it's a comp splitter from Defender series from BJ's Garage. I did like a 3-pack with them. I did a splitter, a diffuser, and a wicker bill, all at high speeds. It helps with downforce. It's called a wicker bill spoiler extension, but they call it a wicker bill. You have to actually go into the spoiler and bolt it to it. And down underneath is a diffuser. And the combination between the splitter, the diffuser, and the wicker bill, it manages the airflow through the car. The air won't billow up and lift the car. It'll shoot straight out of the back, and it'll have a little bit different downforce with the extension of the wicker bill.
Okay, how many different models of V8s do you have? We're not talking about a Hellcat just yet.
No, there's a 5.7 liter RT. There's a 6.4 liter RT, which is this one. There's a 6.4 liter TA, which is a different model, has different brakes, a little bit different suspension, different intake, different rims. And then there's the older I think it's a 6.1 liter SRT. Then there's a straight SRT, which is just a different racing, different package of the 6.4. And then there's a 6.2 liter supercharged, and that's the Hellcat. And then they have a supercharged Demon, which is the Hellcat 707 horsepower. The Demon's 840 horsepower. So
this is not your first Challenger, as I'm assuming, right?
No.
Okay.
When I had a 5.7 liter RT, and it was all white, until I saw my buddies in this color. It's called Octane Red. He rolled up with that 2017 TA, and I knew I had to get an upgrade, and this is what we went with. Yeah. I tinted the windows, and I did little fun things like on the sunroof. I did a Scat Pack graphic where you have the Scat Pack emblem with the American flag. That was pretty fun. I like how it shines.
That's actually a very nice touch.
I like how it shines the stars down on my seat when I'm driving.
And I can tell you that looking on the video and comparing to looking at this color, it does it really injustice. It's really nice looking color.
Seems like
put this on here on the windshield.
Yeah, that's a Antelope Valley Mopar Club that I'm a part of, and it's just a group of all different types of Mopar enthusiasts.
Okay, so talk to us about the engine, what you've done to this.
Well, what I did to this is these are little dress ups for the engine bay. I got myself a little laser engraved label from my car. I was going to call this thing the Evil Bee because it comes with a 666 ending to the VIN. And I think one of the first things I did was I went to Leg Maker, and I got a carbon fiber cold air intake. I went with this one. It has good airflow, and the guy actually used to make prosthetic limbs, so that AKA leg maker. He was an expert in carbon fiber, and he does a nice intake, so I did that. Then I went to American Brother Designs, and I got all kinds of these color matched engine bay upgrades. First thing I did was this fuse box cover. Then I went for an American Brother Designs catch can with
So I'm inside Jeff's Challenger, and one thing I noticed right away as a Mustang owner, this is a big vehicle, and this I can't put any other word. It's a big vehicle. There's a lot of room in here. You can actually, I can bring a sleeping bag and sleep right here. Well. Film you outside, we're doing that?
No, I don't get on it that much. I'm not a racer or anything.
Okay, just looking at the two vehicles from the rear end, you can see how much wider and bigger the Challenger is compared to the Mustang. The Challenger is a big vehicle. It's some people call it a brute. Classic of the American muscle. Just big, brute, and all out huge displacement. Why a Challenger instead of all the sports car?
Once I drove one, I fell in love with them, and I'm just hooked on them.
Okay, and give us some of the pro for owning a Challenger. If you were working for Dodge, what is your selling point?
Oh, it's beautiful. There's a lot of things you can do with it. There's a lot of power in the motor, and there's a lot of room in the passenger compartment. The trunk's huge, and the car looks great.
And what is some of the, if any at all, what annoys you about the Challenger?
Well, I don't really think anything about this car. There's so many different options you can get and different models. When you buy one model, you probably want the next step up.
So what is the next step up for you after this?
It's probably a Hellcat.
So if Dodge can improve on something for this model, what would it be?
Maybe the brakes. I think they should have just went ahead and with the 6-piston Brembos, and definitely wider tires. That would have been better. Maybe a wider rim.
And that would do it. Coming from Lou, signing out.